Hello. Welcome to my playthrough of Torment, Tides of Numenera. I'm the fire-eating dragon, and last time we picked up some loot and talked to a kid. Let's see if we can do more this session, or if this game really is that slow, or if I just really can't stop talking. I think I want to talk to this horrified man first. Horrified man. This man stares at the execution in utter horror. He cannot look away. No crime deserves such a punishment. How could this be allowed? What exactly is happening here? A waking nightmare. Though they call it an execution. The unfortunate victim is put into a trance that forces him to speak his nightmares. It's terrifying. His words spill out of... Okay, I'd be this horrified man, too. His words spill out of him like a rope of flesh. Now, there's a description. I'm going to try to use the term rope of flesh tomorrow at work. Which is wrapped around his body until crushes him to death. Oh, man. And the indignity doesn't end when the poor wretch finally dies, for the devourer of wrongs eats his flesh. They are animals. They find pleasure in cruelty. That's why they're watching. Okay. I guess that's all. Okay, so I think these people, this excited... Oh, actually, does the excited man have something different to say about it? Different take? Traitor! Traitor to the city! He's got fevered eyes. Ah! As you approach him, he gives you a savage grin. Nothing better than seeing a traitor die, eh? What exactly is happening here? Justice, the Sagas Cliff's way. He jerks his thumb at the dais. Jerks his thumb like that. Okay, he's like, it's behind me. We make traitors and murderers spill their guts, then strangle them. So they literally spill their guts. It's not figurative. Okay. We also force them to speak their nightmares and to scare the criminals and going straight. He laughs. Ha ha ha. And if that doesn't get it, then knowing that the devourer of wrongs is going to eat your body after you die, Will, makes me sick just thinking about it. Okay, I guess he likes being sick. Why is everyone watching this? To see justice done! Thumps his chest. If somebody hurts my city, I want to see them hurt twice as bad, and getting crushed to death by your own words is as bad as it gets. Okay. Farewell. Spectator. Let's cast off. Too bad. Unmoved woman. Oh, who am I talking to? She raises an eyebrow and waiting. Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't talked to her. Can you tell me about Quarrel? He is naive and a blackguard. Nothing... Okay, nothing close to myself. Where are we now? He's tried to kill us, hasn't he? What can you tell me about the cult of the cult of the Changing God? Fools and hangers worship the... Okay, so they're fools. They know that they witness greatness, but they have no idea how to achieve themselves. Okay, so I know where you're... So she's got a... She's a bit prideful. I mean, we already knew that, but... at least she's not, like... in with anyone. I don't know. She says she actually might be in with the Order of Truth. I do hope we'll get there soon. Okay, she is in with the Order of Truth. I have some papers to collect, and she might want to try to impress them. It would do well for you to meet my colleagues, adventurers, and deep thinkers all. Unlike some, Alagorn is, of course, a dear example of why we continue to strive as ardently as we do. What's your story? Oh, you know, this and that. Lady raised in high society, becomes renowned intellectual, goes on to humiliate her peers, etc. I like her. I like her a lot. She glances at you as if gauging your interest. Of course, I'm exceptional, but my story is less so. It would bore you to tears, no doubt. What do you hope to accomplish by traveling with me? So direct. I shan't be coy either then. I like her. I really like this gal. Your sire, the Changing God, was a nano of surpassing ability. Your search for answers is likely to catch his trail at multiple points. He must have researched the data sphere at some point, and I hope to study his works to address my own particular situation. She waves her hand across her body. I am what you might imprecisely call a nascent, cross-dimensional hive mind. What I must decide now is whether to continue this experiment. To be a hive mind, or... My sisters, you see, they are a blessing and a curse. One moment, she addresses them. Hush, you know it's true. Talking to herself. I've thought it, so you've thought it. We have no secrets from one another. She smiles thinly. You see, even in my thoughts, we are not alone. We seek, let's call it closure of some sorts, of our association, or our individuality. Oh! She is a tormented one. Okay, here was an idea that was developed in the Planescape Torment D&D game. Now, the Nameless one was tormented because he couldn't die, and later he finds out that the reason he can't die is actually not the nicest reason. He's not just, oh, you're just immortal. There's a catch to it. He also loses his memories, too, so he's got to, like, start over all the time, and he's always scared and thinks he's alone and afraid. Now, he attracts these other people, these tormented souls, who at first look like they're randomly just, like, helping you out, just joining your party if you just do a quest for them or something. But it turns out that they also have these horrific lives, or something's tormenting them. They're just sort of paradoxes of the universe. So here we are. I'm the last cast off, who was just the last person cast off by by this changing god. I have no idea what's going on, and she sees something similar with me. The changing god is someone who can be many in one. He just moves from one body to another. Now, her problem is she's experimented and has 1,000 versions of herself. So she's trying to figure out what she can learn from this person that can pass from one to another. Maybe she wants to unify herself, or separate herself, or maybe explore both options, or maybe something, between those two, or another option. But I imagine that having a whole bunch of divergent selves just within and all around you could be problematic. You see, even my thoughts were not alone. We seek, call closure, yeah. Uncovering your sire's knowledge of the datasphere would likely determine my direction. If we cannot find a suitable home in the datasphere, we may have to terminate this process, but that presents pitfalls of its own. Okay, so yeah, like I said, she's deciding her options. She's like, this current state's kind of sucky. Either we'd like to cooperate with each other in our hive mind, or we might have to separate, maybe choose one of us to live, because, there's only one body. What can you tell me about the datasphere? That's a good question. Such curiosity. Very well, let me indulge you. Some prior world of our world seeded the atmosphere and near space with a vast network of computational informational devices. I believe the ancients used this network to communicate with each other at great distances, and perhaps cross space and time through dimensions. It is this latter application that especially interests me, as you might imagine. If you can find a structure within that space that enables a more direct minds-to-minds communication, that would allow a true joining of my sisters. Okay, so she's looking for a joining method, if possible. Well, I should be happy to transcend this flesh, though it has served me well. But is such a thing possible? Okay, so she wants to be like her sisters, more of like energy than matter. Potentially? But such a thing possible or even advisable? These are questions I've not yet found, and answers to yet, if such answers even exist. Not found answers yet. Where did you grow up? Why, here. She holds out her hands, gracefully turns. I like the stage direction. The walls of Sagus? I'll say Sagus. Bob Sagus. Were my cage until, like a bird, I took flight. Figuratively, you understand. I speak of knowledge, not mere physical movement. I grew beyond the grand library, and in short order, I was able to write texts for myself. So, who are these echoes of you? They are me. We are part of each other. Sisters across infinite realities. We share our experiences and power. What's that old saying? That experience brings wisdom? I must be the wisest person in Sage's Cliff, the wisest across countless worlds, and the most humble. You see, I'm the best at being humble. That's an old joke. How did you meet Elegern? That would be interesting to know. I suppose there's no harm in indulging you. You've shown yourself competent in many endeavors, and this should be no different. Elegern and I met when he came to the Order of Truce seeking help. Naturally, I was intrigued by his predicament. See, he's a tormented one too, but he doesn't like her. They're at odds. More so than the man. She smiles, but absently says, he has lost his family, you see, and sought their return. He has brought with him an odd frame of unknown origin that was central to his tale. Odd frame. Stuffed shirts of the Order were more intrigued in picking apart Elegern's story than they were in examining the frame he had brought with him. The task fell to me, so I undertook it, and for that Elegern became enchanted with me. And he likes her? Eventually, we became lovers. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Can't blame him. I mean, anytime you had sex with her, you'd be at least having a foursome. I see at least 3 echoes there. So that's, or that'd be a 5-some, wouldn't it? Nice. Eventually, we became lovers. It was pleasant enough in bed. I suppose that he lacked any real enthusiasm. And the crying probably turned off all of her sisters. She rolled her eyes, arm thrown dramatically across her forehead. This pitiful, childlike sniveling, when he thought I was asleep. That's got to be a huge turnoff. She shakes her head in disbelief. His family is gone. There's no more he could tell me, and I learned nothing worth telling him. You saw the end. I moved on. Maybe I can get them back together, if I solve his problem, and then he will not be crying as much, and she'll be a little bit give him a little more leeway, and yeah, maybe they can get back together. Why are we not going to get together if your relationship was so poor? Guilt. See, she has a heart. For him, at least, he desperately wanted to save someone. For me, it was a matter of necessity. Wait, what's that mean? It was my own research that led me to his state. But desperate access to 1,000 worlds, I was no closer to achieving my goal, and my sisters were ever closer to plotting my annihilation. She laughs. Yeah, if there was like a bunch of me, I'd probably be like, what if I have to kill the rest of the me's? You see, in an effort to extend my own life, I chanced upon versions of myself that would end it. It's true. Some of my echoes seek to become the sole survivor or to rule over the rest. Yep. That's probably going to be an option towards the end of the game. To, like, get her to kill the others or to have another one take over her or something. And so I sought a way to return to my base state, if you will. A way to control my future. I had found some notes of your sire's, notes that hinted at a machine capable of merging multiple selves, of concatenating. That's an important word to know, concatenating. Look it up, because I can't remember the definition off the top of my head, but it is applicable here. Various minds into a single identity. Naturally, it seemed a welcome solution to my predicament, but his clues are as to its location were useless to the utmost degree. She frowned. Elegern met the man once. It was more than I had to go on. I was feeling less than patient. She waves a hand wearily. Like that. From there, you know the rest. Okay, so that was a very short-lived experience then. Did you say some of your other selves want to kill you? Why? That's what I'm going to ask. You see, they hide it amongst the other text. The, like, proceeding to actually get to know something? I don't know. I have tried to reason with them, but they are beyond it, or at least immune to it. They blame me for opening up our minds to each other. But had it not been me, other versions of me would have. In fact, it was a host of me that did. I'm not alone in this. Across countless realities, we came together simultaneously. Sounds like some experiences I've had. She closes her eyes briefly. I wonder sometimes. She looks at you, as if searching for an answer. Would it have been better to be one of the other Callistes? To have no choice in the matter, but to be connected without my prior knowledge or consent? To have my memories, my secrets, bared to 1,000 other realities, knowing that they would never be used against me, but aware all the same that they were known? She passes a weary hand in front of her eyes. I understand those of myself who rejected this change. I do. No more choose to share myself with them than they were to share with me. She's pro-choice. There you go. But that does not mean I long for their destruction, nor truly think it would have been any great impact on my life here. And that is where we differ. One point of which, perhaps, we shall always disagree. Fortunately, a great many others see the matter from my perspective. Good. Good. I have other questions, if you don't mind. How are you holding up? You have your charms, and they're a fair few more than most. I suppose you could say enjoy your company, but we're on such trivial panderings, of course. Okay, that's good that she likes me. That's something you can also do in Planescape Torment, is ask, like, do you like me? Well, this is the only named guy here, so I'll see what he has to say. Pacing at the edge of the crowd is a paunchy old soldier with swaggering stride. Okay. Oh, he talks.
Look like someone who believes in justice. How'd you like to help a poor soul wrongfully condemned?
I'm interested. I don't need anything, but my friend there on the platform is dying. His nightmares of his execution have induced him to spill from him with every word he speaks, and wrapped around him like a snake. I know there are but a few strands around him now, but a few days' time they'll choke the life out of him. I cannot imagine a more horrible way to die. Well, that's not true. I have an imagination that would shame a sailor. This guy's... Okay, I already like this guy. He's like me. I'll be like... more horrible than you can imagine. Not more than I can imagine. I can imagine a lot. Okay. Who are you? Captain Lantern Tibber. Retired. Extremely retired. Oh, he says it with a bow. Extremely retired. Once a soldier of fortune, now it's plaything. This guy is just like me. I'm a veteran, by the way. He takes another look at Riss. But my story can wait. Saving Riss's life comes first. Why is your friend being executed? That's probably a good misunderstanding. Riss and I were hired to deliver some expensive brandy to an out-of-town buyer. With a sigh. Disgusting regret. Would you believe that the bottles were stuffed with state secrets? Riss was accused of selling information to the enemies of Sagas Cliffs, and they called him a traitor. It was a travesty, he growled, blazing with righteous fury. The poor lad had no idea what was in there. But you did, right? You did. Well, there was a place for talking about what I know and what I don't, and this isn't the place. So yes. If you're part of the scheme, why aren't you up there with him? Luck? I was taking a piss when they came for me. That's kind of like my luck, too. Always have the lucky piss. Went to the back window and scampered to the roof. I watched poor Riss being led away from my hiding spot. Swore I'd get him free. Hope this is a promise I can keep. Sounds like me. I don't leave my friends behind. Why are you helping him? Is friendship not enough reason? Actually, the truth is, there's more to it than that. I'm partly to blame for him being up there. Guild's strong motivator, huh? What's your plan? A simple one, but it requires nerve. Listen. Oh, I already like this. Lowers his voice. Shh. It'd be nothing for someone of your noble demeanor to masquerade as a city official and ask the city clerk for an archived copy of an old stay of execution. Once you have it, I'll write out a fresh one and add Riss's name. Then we'll present it to the overseer here, and poor Riss will be set free. There you have it. Foolproof and risk-free plan. That sounds like an extremely risky plan. Nonsense! It couldn't be simpler. Just calm, confident, and wearing a winning smile. Where do I find the council clerk? Okay. So it's in Government Square, the place I was told where the government is. But I'm going to ask him if it would be simpler to talk to the crowd about the execution, convince them to rise up to freeze Chris. Well, you're welcome to try. That seems like a harder method, but maybe better? Might regret it later. They're not known for the sense of humor. Might regret it later. You might be alone if you did. Alright, I'll help you. Continue. Once you have a badge of office, you'll tell the city clerk you are from the Judicial Oversight Committee looking for the corruption of the communication of capital sentences. The state will you're asking for is that of a notorious gangster named Cole Cardin, who was mysteriously set free a few years ago. When you get Cole's stay of execution, I'll make a copy with Riss's name on it, and you can give it to Overseer, who will free him. You see? Simple. Now, if you let me join you, I'll be happy to show you around the city. Yeah, join me. It's my pleasure. Let's hurry. There's not a moment to lose. Rissa doesn't have time. Okay. Okay, gotta hurry. I don't know if I actually have to hurry. Could just be part of the game. Let's see, what do I got in my party now? So he's an intellect KG Jack. I'm a slick Jack. What's KG mean? KG means... Ooh, we can sucker punch. Nice. KG means he's a persuasion. Oh, he's a better persuasion than me? Yeah, he is. Okay, he's got better skills than I do. Yeah, he's... For a Jack, he's jacked. I think he's higher level. I mean, it says he's tier 1, but... Who knows how to take care of himself? Maybe that gave him bonus skills? Oh no, shouldn't I have gotten bonus skills then? I don't know how this game works yet. El Ginto. I need a glaive. I need a glaive for my group. Oh, an arms merchant. This is how we do money. Sign of the stall says the arming room, buy, sell, trade. Done in a moment. Have a look around. If you need anything, let me know. You can tell me about the Sagas Cliffs. Good place for the arms trade. Not much call for weapons in the city proper. It's true, the levies keep things quiet. So the levies are like the guards, okay. I get most of my business from mercenary companies. The endless battle draws them by the dozen. Explorers, too. Plenty of carkers. I gotta learn what this word means. Save up their shins and kick themselves out, all fancy-like. Then they wander down the reefs or to the bloom, never to come back. Alright, show me what got to sail. To sail. I wonder if it's worth buying stuff like this. Light melee. +3. Okay, that's good. I like these effort things. So the shard's not that good. These light weapons might be the way to go. A rapier. How much to buy? Why are there swords? I thought this was like a futuristic medium weapon, light weapon. Details. Rapier sounds like my kind of deal. Broadsword +4. Maybe that's my kind of deal. Okay, that's pretty good. Five medium melee weapons, speed. Okay, okay, speed. These are all speed. Might. Medium might. Alright, I think I just sell this. I think that's what I do with it. Where's my money? There it is. Oh, okay, I sold it. I think I wanted to do that. That's might 7. Wow. Oh, mine's 8. Okay, that's even better. I'm gonna have to look at my stats, though. Okay, so how do I know how good I am with things? Character sheet? Train without armor. I'm wearing no or light armor, so I'm not really trained with any weapons, no combat skills, but I just can't use heavy. So she can't use medium or heavy, so I can use medium. And he can use medium. What weapons does he use right now? He uses a broadsword. Light weapon bonus. Plus 15% on attacks. Is that to hit, I guess? So he doesn't get that. He doesn't get the bonus to hit. So let's see if it'd be worth it. Let me see. Because I want to see if I'd rather have the rapier, which looks pretty badass. That's 12. I could get 12 damage out of that. And light, okay, yeah, light weapons get plus 15% to hit. Wow. But broadsword, on the other hand, same base, but I can get, if I can get 3 out of that, that's 15 damage. 15 versus 12. But fit plus, okay, that's decent though. What about this? That's higher base damage. But that's like straight out better than the rapier. Then. Oh no, because it's still got that light bonus. Rapiers might be good just because of being light. Or I can use my might instead. I do have some might. We have greatsword. What's this considered? Ranged weapons. Should I be using ranged? Oh, that seems pretty good. 5 base, but then only +1. Like that seems pretty strong. If I'm trying to manage my resources. But if I just try to blow up my resources right away... Is there any reason to keep this shard? I don't think so. I think I should just replace that with a broadsword. Right? Or rapier. Heavy. Wait. Oh, that's super expensive. That's why I was like, whoa, this is pretty good. Max 15. Battle axe. Okay. Oh, it's got a special effect on crits, confer stun. That's some good stuff. I don't think I need the buzzer. 6, So just spending 2 is as good as a buzzer. Oh, but the buzzer is also a light weapon, so that's a good chance to hit. Okay. Maybe I want to use the buzzer. 3. I like the idea of melee, though. You know, I'm going to sell this. I don't think this is actually needed for anything. It's an improvised weapon to sell. Get some money. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm just going to equip the buzzer for now. Okay. I'm a bit stingy with my money. There we go, she's got the cipher in. What do these do? Might. Nobody has might. Intellect, she can have the intellect item. 2. I mean, I guess I do use intellect, but not as much. Oh, maybe I use it more. I don't know. I'll take it back.
Allow me.
So many people to talk to. Where do I go for this quest? That's the real question. Well, here's a giant octopus and an energy barrier. And that's where I'm going to cut it for tonight. Thanks, guys. I said I would progress further today, and we have a party member. Now, we moved from here to here. But, you know, progress. Let me know if you like this pace, or if you'd rather me to try to go faster. We're going to explore more of Sagus. I'm going to try to figure out how to pronounce half the words in this this world. And, yeah, see you tomorrow on the Fire Eating Dragon, and have a good night.